good, YouTube? Before this video even starts, I just want to say, I love my grandmother, man. She was everything to me. She was there for me when nobody else was. I could talk to her about anything. If you know me personally, you already know what's going on in my life. And if you don't, I feel more comfortable telling everybody what's going on, because at first I didn't even want to make this kind of video. I just want to keep everything positive on this channel, and you know, I didn't want to like let anyone feel sorry for me. And so I just came to the conclusion of making this video because I think I have to, just to keep everybody updated. And yeah, so yesterday I was in my bed, right here. I was in sleep. My mama came in and she told me to wake up. And at first I didn't know what she was talking about. I didn't know what was going on because I was asleep. And she told me that my grandmother stopped breathing. She told my grandmother to stop breathing. I'm sorry. And she was in the not MRI, but the ICU room in the hospital. And I was like, what? She was like, they got your grandmother there, and she stopped breathing and all that. So we picked some clothes on. We went to Athens, to the hospital she was in. And when we got up there, on the way up there, you know, in my head I was like, man, my grandmother, she gonna be good. I'm not worried about anything. She gonna be good. She a fighter. That was my whole mindset going up there. But when I walked in the room, they had a CPR machine like on her chest, and the machine was pumping her chest, trying to get her back breathing or whatever. And the doctor told us, she was like, she flatlined 5 times. If you don't know what flatline is, it's like that thing that goes like beep, 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 and then like that. So in other words, she came back to life. She died 5 times. And my mama started crying and my auntie started crying. And the doctor was telling her that there was breaking ribs in there. And so they just decided to stop because there wasn't anything they could do. Anything that they could do for her. And my mama started crying, my auntie started crying. I hugged my mama. We went to the hall. And before we got up there, this is crazy, before we got up there, I was telling myself, I'm not the type of person that can show my emotions through crying. I'm like the type of person to show my emotions through something else. You know, I don't know what it is, but I think I show my emotions through something else. And when we got up there, the man, he was with us. He had took her to like a family room where everybody just sit down, and in the hospital, you know, like a little family room. And when we were walking there, you know, in my mind, they just told us that my grandmother died, and they want to start trying to bring her back. You know, all those memories and all those everything, man, just went through my mind, man. I just started crying, and I just started crying. That's all that I could do, and before the video even started, I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. And, I'm trying not to cry. And like I said, you know me personally, you know the relationship that me and my grandmother had. And it's crazy that she's not here anymore. It's crazy, man. I don't want anyone feeling sorry for me or, showing me sympathy and all that stuff. I don't want anyone to do that. I know I have to let go, and because she's in a better place right now, but it's gonna take a while for me to do that because how much love I had for her, how much I loved her. It's gonna take me a while to do that. I'm sorry I'm not looking in the camera, but it's just crazy, man. And when we was in that room, I was in there crying, and it felt weird to cry because I haven't cried in a long time. It just felt kind of weird, but I couldn't hold it in anymore, and I just let it go. I just cried and cried, and then I stopped. I was calming myself down. I was like, I was just calming myself down, and we had walked back to the room, and she was in there, and the doctor was in there with everybody. Was just looking at her. But I couldn't even look at her in her face, man, because I knew I was gonna break down again. So I just sat there, and the doctor had came in there. Well, not the doctor, the man who was with us. He came in there. He was like, he asked all my mama and my auntie. She was like, what did your mama like to do? And they were like, she loved to cook because she cooked for all of us whenever we was over her house, and she cooked for us all day. And he was like, what was her favorite meal? She said that everybody was like everything. She loved to cook everything. And when they said that, I started back crying. It was just, man, it was just bad, man. I cried like 5 times when I was in the hospital. And then when everybody came there, my other auntie came, my cousin came, her daughter came, and everybody was there. And we sat in the family room again, and I was cool. And I went back up in there, and the doctor had told us, do y'all want to say y'all final goodbyes or whatever like that? And so I walked back in the room. I broke down again. It was like my 5th time crying. No, that's my 4th. I broke down again. I hugged my auntie, and I hugged my cousin. Man, it was just hard for me, man, to just see her laying in that bed, not saying anything. I wanted to tell her to wake up, but in my mind I knew what was really going on. And it's hard. I'm trying not to cry, man. It's just because I don't want you guys to see me cry. But it's hard losing someone that you really close to and that you really, really love. You really, truly love. And for everything that she did for me, man, it won't happen again, It's just crazy, man, that she's not here. But I don't mean to be selfish or anything like that. But I'm glad she passed on, because I don't want to see her suffer anymore. I'm glad she's with God and with the rest of her family that passed on too. I'm just glad she up there with them, man. So she don't have to stay down here and suffer anymore. Okay. But yeah, man, like I said, man, I truly love my grandmother, man. If you know me personally, you know the relationship that we had. And it's, like I said, man, it's crazy. Me and my cousin were talking last night, and we was like, now we have to say, do you remember when grandma used to do this and when she used to do that? Because she's not here anymore. And all day, everybody was talking about they was just sharing memories with her and all that, man. And I never cried that much in one day. I never did. But now I'm cool, I'm straight. But I know when the funeral comes and everybody gets together, we sit there one more time, I know I'm gonna be even worse than I was when I went to see her in the hospital. I know that for a fact. Then this basketball thing, man, I started doing it for her. She always told me to just keep living my dream, keep trying to make my dream a reality, and that's what I'm trying to do. Everything I do now is for her, man. And I know a lot of times in the past I messed up. I did some wrong things and I regret it, because if I knew she was gonna leave this soon, I mean, life is very short, man. 18 years are very short, because I'm 18 now and she been here, and she was here when I was born, so 18 years, man, went by really fast, and I wish she could stay a little longer, but I guess it was her time, and I can't question God about that, and I can't do none of that. So I have to let go and just keep moving forward, man. It's the only thing I can do. And every day I think about it. Well, it's only been 2 days, and yesterday and today, and she been on my mind heavy, man, and it's just crazy. 10 years from now, I'm still gonna think about it. 20 years from now, I'm still gonna think about her. I'm gonna tell my kids about her, my kids' kids about her, and how wonderful a person she was, man. My grandma had the biggest heart that I think anyone can ever have. My grandma raised kids that wasn't even hers. You know, she took in a lot of people's children, fed them, gave them clothes, bathed them, all that, raised them, all that, man. That's why she's so well known around Greensboro, because she took care of everybody, and everybody knew her, everybody loved her, and everybody cared for her, man. It's like when she died, it's like when she died, it's like, I can't even give y'all an example, man, because she's like a celebrity in Greensboro, man. Everybody knows her. Like, if you don't know, you're not from Greensboro. But, man, like I said, man, I love my grandmother, man. She's in a better place. I just had to make this video to let you guys know how I'm feeling, express my feelings about the situation, and like I said, I gotta keep moving forward and doing everything I do for her, and it's the only way. But I think I would never be the same anymore. I personally think I will never be the same, and yeah, man, I love you, Grandma. I hope you watch over me for the rest of my life, guide me through the right path, and you know, I love you. I always will. And until my time will come, I will see you then. But like I said, I don't want you guys to feel sorry for me. I don't want you guys to feel any sympathy for me. I don't want you guys to ask me if I'm okay, because I'm fine. I'm fine. And this video will not be edited. You won't have background music. It's gonna be strictly just how it is now, and how it is now, and yeah, man, I love y'all, man. All the ones that support me, man. And I love you, grandmother, and I always will. Rest easy.